What's going on, good peeps? Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Y'all let me know y'all can hear me. Let me know you can hear me. And let me know that you can see me. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can see me. And we can get right into the program. All right? Okay. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Okay. You learn something new every day. I didn't know I could do that. Sweet. Okay. So y'all say y'all can hear me and see me? All right. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. If you haven't, please hit that thumbs up for your boy. And man, let's get right into this program. All right. Hey, first of all, I want to say this right here, y'all. Um, if y'all send me stories, anything like that, and I don't respond, please don't think I'm being a dick towards you or whatnot. I do get them, but please be advised, one, I be at work a lot, and two, I'm not just gonna get to everything that you send me, because that's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that happen every day, and shit. Yeah, if I was to try to do every day a story, I would be on here 24/7 trying to do every story. We know that ain't finna happen, so I ain't got that much to talk about 24/7. So shit, fuck that. Yeah, so if y'all see me something, man, you don't get a response, please don't take it personal if I don't say nothing. 9 times 10 I have got it. I just be working, man, and I just can't get to y'all. All right, all right. But anyway, though, I know a few of y'all have been keeping me updated on this story down here in Memphis, and man, it's just a damn shame. All y'all asked the same question. I asked the same question too. Who could do this to their child? And unfortunately, nobody has an answer to it. I don't know what made people do this to their child, other than what we always talk about. A lot of times, one main thing is they tired of the child. Of course, that's one of them. Two, in a situation like this, I'm pretty much sure. Now, pretty much sure she was getting benefits. Y'all heard the video I did about the family member who said they didn't want to be named who they were, but you got your face shown in the camera. I still don't understand that one. She tells her, if I take custody of the child, the checks gonna start coming to me, and I just can't think of the life for me today. Why would you even tell her that? Well, you told her that, of course she wasn't gonna let you get the child, And then now some people probably even question you like, you say that, then what was you really in it for? Was you really in it to try to save the baby or what? I want to give you the benefit of the doubt saying you weren't thinking like that, but still though, when you told that girl that once you took over the child in your custody, the benefits were gonna start coming to you, you fucked up right there. You should have kept your mouth shut. You shouldn't have said nothing. Cause if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty much sure you would have took over that baby. The benefits would automatically start coming to you. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all who deal with that, y'all probably know how this shit works. I don't know. But I would have never said that. Okay, if I'm trying to save a child, it's a part of my family, and I know you tired of the child, and I say, hey, let me take the child in, I'm not going to say shit about the benefits because my main concern be about the child. Amen. Now I understand when I get the child, yes, I'm going to have to provide for him or her, but I wouldn't dare tell them that, hey, if I get this child, the check's going to start coming to me. That was a fucked up move to me. You should have never said that to that girl. All right, anybody agree with me or disagree with me? You should never said that to her. So of course you won't go get her after that. Because she was. That's one thing she was enjoying getting the benefits for the baby, and apparently when she was getting these benefits, she wanted to take care of the child with it. You know, she probably was giving it to that airhead ass boyfriend that she was dealing with. All right? Okay? That was just crazy to me that you told that girl that, you know? But, you know, I guess you just weren't thinking at the time. I don't know. You know, but I would have never said it. I would have never said it at all. I wouldn't. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to hear a couple of things. And the grandmother of the baby has spoke out. And I want y'all opinion when y'all see, when I get to that part of the show, when I play to y'all what the grandma has says. But right now, I want to let y'all hear that she got a bond for $500,000, I believe. But the boyfriend got less of a bond, you know. And I guess some people asking questions about that as to why. But anyway, let me stop talking and let y'all hear what's going on with this story. All right? And if you haven't, please hit that thumbs up for your boy. Appreciate you.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us tonight at 5. Well, the mother of 4-year-old Sequoia Samuels, who was found dead last week, appeared in court where her bond was set at $500,000. Her boyfriend, also accused in the toddler's death, had his bond set at $50,000. Well, after a day-long search, the child's remains were found in a garbage can near the family's home. Her mother later admitting to police she had been dead for weeks. Well, here's Lakita Johnson with what happened in court this morning.
Well, the news of 4-year-old Sequoia Samuels really shook the uptown Memphis community where she lived. Her mother, 24-year-old Brittney Jackson, faces a list of charges, including aggravated child abuse. That could get her anywhere between 15 to 60 years of jail time. She also faces abuse of a corpse, which is between 1 and 6 years. And then she faces a false offense report, which is anywhere between 2 and 12 years. Now, a judge also set her bond at $500,000 and also set a private attorney for her. Now, we got a chance to speak with her attorney, Ken Brazier, who says that he knows very little about the case, but he will brief himself on it, and he's going to do his best to make sure that she has the best outcome. Take a listen.
I think we all understand that no mother in her right mind would have allowed this to happen. And I got to figure out how it happened, what happened, and where the truth is. It's my intention to have the bond reduced if we can. We're going to see what factors the court can consider, and maybe we can get her out on a bond that's manageable, that her family can get her out, and we can defend this case without her being in jail.
Now, Jackson's boyfriend, Jaylon Hobson, is also facing a false offense report charge, and the judge did set his bond at $50,000. Now, the judge did say that he had a prior charge to this one. Now, Memphis police say Jackson told police last Thursday that she woke up to her front door being wide open and noticed that that's when Sequoia was missing. But they say the little girl had already been dead for weeks before she was reported missing and before Hobson went knocking on their neighbor's door asking about Sequoia. Look at this.
We woke up, our door was open, and our 4-year-old baby, our baby girl, I don't know if she, which direction she went in. I was trying to see if your camera, captured any footage of her going.
Investigators say they found her remains in a trash container right next to her uptown Memphis apartment. Now, what we also learned in that courtroom is that Jackson will be in court again tomorrow morning for a bond hearing, and then Hobson will be in court on June 27th for a preliminary hearing. We'll keep you guys updated both on the latest online as well as on air. For now, Memphis, I'm Lakita Johnson. Back to you.
It doesn't never seem to amaze me when these people go to court when they get in trouble. They go in court, they having this goofy ass look on their face. I don't understand that. Then somewhere, I guess they see the cameras in their face or whatnot. Then all of a sudden they want to produce tears. All right, well, I don't know if that's actual remorse or grief or that's just a show to put on or whatever. I just don't know. All right, but here's my thing though. Why you sitting there crying, acting like you hurting all that, and just to imagine how that baby felt when you was doing what you was doing to her. And probably as well what he was doing to her. All right? Excuse me. It just never fails, If y'all been following stories to other content creators who do the news or whatnot, it's always the same. They come in court looking stupid, looking goofy, Then later on, all of a sudden they crying, you know. I guess for some people in the public, they supposed to have sympathy for or whatnot, you know. I mean, look, I don't have sympathy for nobody who do stuff like that to a child. No sympathy at all. But now if the family still want to show her support, then like I told y'all, the family don't never want to look at nobody as a bad outcast. You know, they always want to water it down and try to make it seem like it ain't that bad instead of just calling it out the way it's supposed to be called out. All right? All right. So, and what needs to be called out is that this girl was just tired of this taking care of this baby, and she just got greedy and wanted the benefits. And if she hadn't got caught, she probably was going to still continue to collect benefits on this dead baby's name. All right? But again, like I told y'all in my last stream, so you want to get rid of your baby, but you let the dude stay there. I don't know how that works. You know, it doesn't make any sense. If somebody can make it make sense, I'm open ears to hear it. But you want your baby gone, but they do get to stay there. Amen. Excuse me. I don't know what the hell stuck in my throat. Sorry about that. All right. And it never fails, guys. It never fails. I went to work yesterday and somebody said, Chris, you sure said that was going to happen, because I first heard about the story when I was at work. She said, you sure said that was going to. I said, look, man, I tell everybody, if the story starts off, they woke up in the middle of the night and the door was wide open and the baby walked off, it's bullshit. It didn't happen. All right? You're not going to hear too many 3 or 4 years old or 5-year-old just get up in the middle of the night and say, I want to go out the door at nighttime. And 9 times 10, they're going to be scared. I know I didn't. 3 o'clock, my big ass probably still asleep. All right? I didn't think about going out the door no 3 o'clock in the morning unless it's an emergency or a house fire. Somebody woke me up and they try to get me out the house or something. But, you know, but other than that, though, I never got up on my own accord and want to go out the door at 3 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden, can nobody find me? Or if I did do it, I promise you, I wouldn't have went far. I wouldn't have went far at all. Okay? So, again, guys, when a new story comes out, and it's the first thing that comes out, the baby disappeared in the wee hour of the morning, they did it. They did it. Y'all gonna listen to me one day when I say that. Y'all gonna listen to me one day when I say that. Amen. This woman's nuts. This woman is nuts. All right. This woman is nuts. Well, we already heard the boyfriend, he got his bond has been reduced, but I believe they asked, hold on, y'all, damn. Excuse me. Damn. But I believe they asking for a higher bond for him, so I'll try to keep tabs on that and see what's going on with that. So I don't need to go into that. I'm not gonna go into that about his bond or whatnot. You know, I'm just gonna wait and see, are they gonna raise his bond even higher, you know, because from my understanding, both of them are blaming each other, talk about who did what to the child, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't give a damn who did what. Both of y'all played a part in it, so both of y'all get dealt with. That's the way I look at it. You was a part of it. Hey, you a part of the crime, you do part of the time. That's the way I look at it. But however though, the attorney wants a mental evaluation done on this woman, all right, in which I'm kind of on the fence with that. But if you ask me, though, she should have had one before she had this child, if you ask me now. And she ain't the only one. It's a lot of them that need a mental evaluation before they start having children. Let's have a listen.
All right, Andrew Douglas in the Action News 5 Digital Desk. Just a few moments ago, we saw the Shelby County courtroom where the arraignment with Brittney Jackson, the 4-year-old Sequoia Samuels' mom, was in there for an arraignment hearing. We have Stephanie Douglas outside live for us to really explain what happened today. And from what I understand, Stephanie, it was the attorney of Brittney Jackson trying to get her bond reduced. Anything else that we missed?
Well, good morning, guys. We just stepped out of day 2 of General Session Court, where the 2 adults that are being charged in 4-year-old Sequoia Samuels' death appeared. So, yes, Andrew, you are correct. That bond reduction is not going to stand at this moment. But another thing that Another thing that Brittney Jackson's lawyer, Ken Brasher, mentioned that they will be requesting for her to undergo a mental health evaluation. So her bail hearing has been, at this point, extended to further out. And as for her boyfriend, Hobson, his attorney requested that they reset his hearing until the 27th. So for those prior charges that happened in May, that will now be happening now on the 27th, where he'll be having his next hearing. But coming up later today in the show, I'll be bringing more. We got a chance to hear from Brittney Jackson's father. I'll have that in my report coming up later this afternoon. For now, reporting at 201, Douglas Action.
I did look over in the comment section and I saw a comment, and you know what? That would be the craziest shit that I ever heard. Somebody said, I'm just wondering, 2-3 weeks from now, the mom lawyer gonna say she pregnant. If they come out and say that, man, I'm gonna be like, wow, I'll probably lose my shit. You know, it's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched, but I hope not, but we'll see.
News 5.
Stephanie, before we let you go, I just wanted to ask a little bit more on that because we saw her motioning to some of the people in the courtroom, and what we understand yesterday, and it sounds like today, she had family members there in the courtroom. Can you give me an idea what it was like inside? I mean, were there overwhelming amount of family members there supporting her? Just set the scene for us.
Yeah, well, we did see her motioning that she's ready to come home. Her attorney says that she is not doing too well right now at this moment as everything is starting to set in. I'm not sure who all is family, but I can't.
Who cares? I don't. Anybody care? They said she ain't doing too well. Everything's setting in now. She ready to go home. Who cares? Anybody care? I don't. Who cares? I don't. It's something like this, you know. I mean, who cares? You know, and I mean, something like this, you know. Something like this, man. Who even burned them out? You know, unless you just really believe that they didn't have nothing to do with it. I guess that's a different scenario. But when it's been confessed and they know that you did it, and she said the child been dead for weeks, hey, who cares? I know I don't. Even if she was my family member, why would I care? Why would I even put something on your books to try to get you out, to give you a chance to do something to another child when you get mad at them? Because you do it to your own child, and I know you do it to anybody else's child. So who cares? Seriously, who cares? That's just me now. I could be wrong for saying that. God forgive me, but who cares?
Can confirm that her father was there to support her along with some other people that have not been identified but are with Brittney Jackson's father. So she did have some people inside the courtroom, and it was very emotional sound that we got from her father, just saying how much he is in support of his daughter.
One of the things that we heard from yesterday, and I believe it was mentioned today, is that her attorney that you mentioned, Ken Brasher, said, hey, look, no mom would do something like this. And we understand that there's kind of a mental evaluation. Was that attorney trying to request a mental evaluation for Brittney Jackson? Do we know anything about that?
Well, for right now, that is something that her attorney says they would like to explore. I don't know if this is going to hold up, but it is an option that they would like to explore. It's not, they're not saying that this is the case. However, that their attorney wants that to be an option on the table.
Okay, and I understand you're doing a live report on Action News 5 midday. Is that where we're going to hear just a little snippet of when your interview with Brittney's dad?
I'm going to have that in my report coming up later this afternoon, so be sure to tune in so you can hear a little bit about what that father says.
Okay, Stephanie Douglas reporting for us at 201 Poplar, Shelby County Courtroom. We appreciate your time, Stephanie. Thanks so much.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that. I can't wait to hear that. I can't wait to hear what Dad gonna say about this. All right, I'm not gonna be honest with that. That's gonna be an interesting interview when they release that, because I would love to hear what he has to say. He says, the attorney says, no mom would do this. Well, I agree with you to an extent, but you forgot a key word: common sense. A mom with common sense wouldn't do this. A mom who really loves their child wouldn't do this. A mom who doing the best they can to raise their child wouldn't do this. So in a sense, yeah, the attorney is correct. All right. So I don't know why he trying down it. Time I ain't want no mom do this. Hey, you better open your eyes, sir. Look around the world. You got a lot of mothers doing this. A whole lot of them all across the world. All right. But the ones with common sense would not do this. All right. Okay. So I'm not sure where you're going with that, but I understand trying to help your client and give her the best, I guess, options available or whatnot. Try and get her reduced and all that. I mean, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But hey, no mom do this. All right, this mom did. And this mom did. This mom did, sir. So I don't know why you said that. I don't know why you said that. All right, guys, I want to show y'all one more thing, and I want y'all opinion what y'all think about this. Okay? Sequoia's grandmother came and said something, and I think she did this yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe the day before. And this is my first time seeing it, and I want y'all thoughts on what y'all think about the grandmother as she speaks about young Sequoia.
Tonight we're hearing from the paternal grandmother of Sequoia Samuels.
4-year-old Sequoia was reported missing last Thursday. Friday, her remains were found, and investigators say her mother confessed she had been dead for several weeks. Action News 5's Sydney Hawkins shares how Sequoia's father's family is coping.
Because if you think she was trash, you're sadly mistaken.
Emotions still high, with several questions remaining centered around the death of 4-year-old Sequoia Samuels, whose remains were found.
I'm not the one to tell somebody how to grieve. I'm not, but I know I think sometimes we get in front of these cameras, we do a little bit too much. But hey, again, I'm not the one to tell somebody how to grieve. You know, maybe this is sincere. I don't know.
On Thursday night in North Memphis. It came after an alleged false missing persons report and an intense day of search efforts.
I knew in my mind that wasn't true, but I was maybe thinking somebody may have kidnapped her or whatever. I don't know.
Sequoia's mother and her alleged boyfriend are charged in this case.
4-year-old baby girl.
A Ring doorbell video shows the boyfriend asking if neighbors had seen the little girl wandering in the streets the day she was reported missing. According to the mother's arrest report, she told police Sequoia had been dead for weeks.
Right before Mother's Day, I had talked with her. I think Brittney had called me, and she had got me to speak with her, and I was able to tell her I love her. And I know that was, I know she was live then.
Sequoia's mother, Brittney Jackson, is charged with aggravated child abuse, among other charges. This comes as no surprise to her grandmother, who says the 4-year-old often visited her with bruises and burn marks. Still, she says the pain is unbearable.
She ought to come visit with bruise marks. So, what happened here? What happened? She ought to came and visit her grandma with bruise marks. So the question I would have to ask, well, I would like to ask this, which I'm assuming this may be Brittney's mom, I guess. The question I would ask is, when she kept coming to you with all these bruises, what do you do? Did you call the police? Did you try to call the CPS worker? What did you do? Okay? Because I don't know about you, but the first time I would have seen it, and I would have talked to Brittney about it. You know, and probably considering I wasn't there, I can't say what actually happened. But if she came to my house any time after that with bruises, so you say that she did, somebody finna get some phone calls. All right? Somebody finna get some phone calls. Why do we do this and claim that we love children, but when they come to our house and we constantly seeing them hurting, bruised up, acting not the same, and we just let this shit go on and on and on and don't say anything? You wanna know why? Like I always say, when it comes to family, they don't want to make the family look bad. This is what they call family secrets. Keep it in the family. They don't let the outsiders know what's going on. All right? And I don't know if that's really the case with this. I want to say I'm just talking right now, but some tell me I'm right on the money with this. They didn't want all this to get out. They didn't want to make Brittney look like she was bad or whatnot. So she kept coming over to the house with all these bruises and whatnot. Nobody said shit. That will be killing me right there. Y'all see this stuff and don't nobody say nothing. Say nothing. And you could be the one that saved this child. And you the grandma. You the grandma. But maybe I'm just talking. Maybe I'm just talking.
Was live then.
Sequoia's mother, Brittney Jackson, is charged with aggravated child abuse, among other charges. This comes as no surprise to her grandmother, who says the 4-year-old often visited.
And then this is what they say. This come no surprise to the grandma. Do y'all hear how they putting it out there? The grandma was not surprised. Come on, man. Are you kidding me?
Other charges. This comes as no surprise to her grandmother, who says the 4-year-old often visited her with bruises and burn marks. Still, she says the pain is unbearable.
Oh, and burn marks as well. I missed that part. Burnt marks as well. Not how you hear this shit? Burnt marks as well.
Every time she come to my house, she'll cry to not go back with her mother, and I didn't understand why. I was so busy working. But, oh God, how could you? I don't understand.
In Memphis, Sydney Hawkins, Action News 5.
We will keep working to bring you more updates on this story and more on air and online, both through our Action News 5 mobile app and on our website, actionnews5.com.
Night Owl, all you ladies who are mothers, hit me out with this one. And I don't want to be hard on her grandmother, but just listen to what she just said at the end. She cried about going back home, and you didn't know why. But you was working and working and working. Okay, look. Part of me wants to give her somewhat of a pass. And the reason why I'm saying it, because I know I work a lot. I do. All right? But the difference between me and this grandma is I don't have any children. So I don't have anything to report. You mean to tell me you seen this multiple times that this child is crying out for help? You seen it multiple times and you say, I don't know why. And you did nothing to investigate. You the grandmother now, which I'm assuming you are Brittney's mom. Okay? You did not go investigate what's going on. But let this interview put it. You seen the bruises. How the hell you didn't know why the baby was crying when it was time to go back home? It's obvious why she was crying. The girl was being abused. Now, unless this interview been edited, like certain parts been clipped out of it, which I think they do sometimes because they can't make no long ass parody interviews or whatnot on a news clip, and that's why sometimes they put out the whole interview. Unless it's just been clipped. I'm just going by what we heard right here. Somebody help me understand this. Because I'm hurting. I'm hurting to hear this. And see, grandmas are the ones that we went to when we were children. when mama asks us where we want to go, or daddy asks us where we want to go, I want to go to grandma's house. First thing we say, we want to go to grandma's house. Because that's where the love was at grandma's house and granddaddy's house. That'd be the first place we want to go. All right? We want to go to grandma's house and granddaddy's house. Because that was a safe haven other than home. All right? So it bothers me to hear this. You as the grandmother, you seen this. You holler about she cried. You say you seen bruises, burnt marks, and all type of shit. And nothing was done. Nothing was done. Oh, that's the father's mom? Okay, does that make it worse? Does that make... Okay, even to me, that sounds like it makes it worse. Did you call your son? 1-1, if that's true what you're saying, that this is the father of that baby mom, to me, that makes it worse. That makes it worse. Because where is he? And did she tell him, hey, you need to go get your child, man. That girl over there doing something to this child. What's up? So if that is true, what you just told me in the chat room, that this is the son, this is the father, mother, that makes it even more fucked up to me. In my opinion, now I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it makes it even more fucked up. Hold on, let me see something. Let me see something. Whoever grandma she is, it's fucked up either way it go. So, it's fucked up either way it go. So, but if it is the dad's mom, wow. And then I saw where people were saying at the vigil, however you say that shit, that if the dad down there give him his privacy, don't put him on camera. I'm not so sure if I agree with that now. So he said he was trying to get her. He was trying to get her. Anybody know the father's name? One, you are right, because I do remember them saying in the beginning, the father side. Okay, I do remember them saying that. You are right. I missed that. I did miss that. Every time she would come to my house, she would cry not to go back with her mother, and I didn't understand why. I was so busy working, but oh God, how could you? I don't understand. Child. The father family claimed he was trying to get her from the mom. If the baby had special needs, the state would have stepped in and paid the mom $1,000 a month and along with free medical care, and which they probably was already doing, Victoria. They probably was already doing it, but she just got selfish and just didn't care for the child, you know. But do anybody know dad name? What's his name? I want to see. Can I look on his Facebook real quick? If he ain't privated it, because I'm pretty much sure he probably got a lot of people that was probably giving him condolences. There's probably a lot of people that was talking shit to him. I can imagine. That's Facebook, all right? And I'm pretty much sure a lot of people was in there talking about where you was at when all this was going on, this, that, the third. You know, they probably talking shit to him, so he probably put it on private. Oh, shit. I guess somebody, hold on. Oh, shit, I thought somebody was texting me his name. Shit, okay. Yeah, do anybody know his name? Anybody know the dad name? Because the only person came out and said she tried to get custody was his so-called cousin. That's the only person who came out and said something. Okay. Let me check this out. We are grieving. We are hurt. Y'all on the outside looking in. We have tried to get her on several attempts. Several. The system failed us. DHS took her away from her mother. We fought for her for months in court. But the judge ignored the mother red flags and gave her back. We love Sequoia. I'm not about to argue with anyone. All this negative energy, told you. I'm surprised he ain't got on private. All this negative energy isn't going to bring my niece. Oh, this the uncle. It's going to bring my niece. Oh, this the auntie, I guess. It's going to bring my niece back. I can't speak for the mom side of the family. This is coming from the dad side of the family. We just ask for you to keep us in y'all prayers during this difficult time. So sorry for your loss. The judge should be charged. Sending condolences. Sorry for your loss. My condolences to you and your family. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, is this the auntie? So, the auntie claiming, it is the auntie, she claiming they've been trying to get the baby too. But, she says right here, he beat her until she was unconscious. Lord, where was everybody at? They stay in their apartments. I know somebody heard my niece screaming or crying or something. We tried Sequoia. She lied every chance she got. We out of town 2 weekends straight. She gonna come this weekend. Lord, the lies they told us. Wrap your arms around my brother. Lord, please. Oh, that's his sister. I guess. We have so many questions that's left unanswered. Oh, hold on. Sequoia, we love you. You always smiled around us. Your dad is so hurt. Okay, I guess to go to daddy right there. Wow. Somebody said this the daddy where he at. Okay, man, yes, and what you mean? He never left the scene. Okay, okay. Somebody said, I guess they mean why was he unaware that his kid was no longer living? Did he visit her at all? This pic is kind of old. When she got arrested last month, why did he not petition for her? That is what we mean. I told y'all these folks ain't showing no mercy. They going in. They were showing no mercy. I thought somebody said I thought her daddy was dead already. What the fuck? He full crazy. Should have used your thinking cap, and even if he was, what does that matter? The baby is gone, left in a tragic way. That's crumbling enough. We all recognize the tragedy of this, and I'm only asking because many are wondering about the father since he hasn't seen or spoken publicly. Also, on another one of these Tukey person posts, a person commented saying that they were part of the family and that the father was deceased as well as the grandmother. So people were wondering, is that true? Especially since today is Father's Day. Instead of jumping into attack mode against someone for asking questions like, where's the father? When many people are asking the same question all over Memphis and beyond, maybe you should just ask why myself when people are asking that question. We may just want to offer the father prayers through his loss and check on him since it was close to Father's Day when this tragedy happened to this little princess. No need to be so defensive. And you know what? And that's another thing too, man. You know, when people put these posts up and when you ask questions, people get mad for some reason. I don't know why. If you don't want nobody to say nothing, then I mean, don't put it out there. You know, everybody wanted to know the same thing, where he was, you know. And who put that rumor out that he was dead? Who put that out? That's crazy. Who put that out that he was dead? Hey, for a while, man. But however, though, I do agree with some of what they say. You know, why hasn't he spoken up or spoken out? All right. And then on top of that, you got to say this too. Why is this, I guess this the sister? Why is she doing all the talking? Why is she doing all the talking? That's another question too. Why is she doing all the talking? So if he's not dead, where is he? I'm asking the same question to this day. Where is he? And why is this person right here doing all the talking, which I'm assuming this is the sister, and she's the auntie of Sequoia. All right? Or maybe the dad is still grieving. I even say that much. Maybe he's still grieving. Who knows? But, you know, that just gets me sometimes, you know, the other family member doing all the talking. And the father ain't just saying anything. Okay. But maybe he will. Maybe he will. I guess we just got to give it time. Just got to give it time. But still, however, though, listen to this grandma in this interview. That's a lot that baby went through for nothing to happen. That's a lot for that baby went through. You know, and I'm just, it just hurt to hear that. And she wasn't saved. Okay? It just hurt for her to hear that. And she wasn't saved. And it appears nobody tried to save her. According to listening to this interview, nobody tried to. Okay? Am I wrong with saying that? Anybody feel the same way? Or, you know, somebody may feel a little different? Everybody is entitled to ask questions. And and I'm going to add this on to what the other person said. With a lot of these cases and these stories, these people don't be around. But when something bad happens and the cameras come out, everybody want to be in the camera. We see that a lot. Everybody want to be in the camera when something bad happens. But when a child is alive and well, breathing, eating, sleeping, bathed and clothed, and the other side ain't around, it appears that the other side hardly ever be around. I'm not saying in this case, who knows, but then again, probably was the same thing. Nobody is around. But soon tragedy happens. Everybody want to be in the camera. Everybody want to be the spotlight on social media. Everybody want to come out and tell this story and tell that story. When the bad shit goes down. But when they up and breathing and living, you won't hardly see them say a motherfucking word. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. It happens all the time. All the time. So I'm going to add that on to that person who left that long message. You know, I feel where they coming from. I do. And again, I just find it amazing that she's doing all the talking. He ain't came out and said nothing. But I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. What? Let me not say benefit of the doubt. I'm just going to say that the man probably still in shock that he's grieving. Maybe he's in shock that he's still grieving. All right? I just say that for now. But whoever this person is that's doing all the posting, it sounds like to me, you know what was going on. You know what was going on. You know, was he there? Did he try his best? You know, did he really try to get that child? You seem to know a lot. You seem to know a lot. All right? All right? Or hell, maybe you'll come out and say something one day. You know, but then again, maybe it's not in your place. It's all on him. And I'm going to say this too before I get out of here. What's that story I did that the boy, I can't remember his name. Because I reached out to his mama, and his mama was responding to me, and I kept asking the mama to speak to him. His name Chris too. I forgot what the little boy name is. Same thing happened. The baby mama staying with some dude. They killed this boy. And I can't remember that boy name. But his dad name was Chris too. And the reason I'm bringing it up because he was a father. He started coming out and speaking. He came out and spoke. All right? He's the father. He doing what he was supposed to do. And I think he tried to get his boy. But I think he was getting fucked around too. So when they say when he tried to get Sequoia, it's not far-fetched that he probably was getting dicked around. He probably was. He probably was. You know, that's not far-fetched. But however, though, this other dude, is Chris something. That man came out and spoke for his son. All right? He did. So why this dude ain't doing it? I don't know. And Chris was grieving too. He was hurt. You could hear the hurt in his voice. He was hurt. But he still came out and spoke. He didn't let his mama do all the talking. He came out and spoke too. You want to know why? Because that's his son. He was speaking for his son. Okay? All right? But hey, everybody grieves different. All right? And again, maybe this man's still grieving. I don't know. Guys, thank y'all so much for joining me, and thank you for listening. Just sad, man. It's just sad. And I'm going to say again, there's a war against children. There's a war against children. We worry about these adults going to war, but there's a war against these babies as well. And I don't know who getting it worse. Is it the children or the adults? But it seems like it's the children that getting it worse. They getting caught in the crossfire of our stupidity. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm your man, Chris Thorns. Y'all take care, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.